Hi friends, I am Dr. Vinay Kumar. Here I am once again, and today I am going to address the parents. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, parenting is a very difficult task. If you want to become any of the professionals, you get training for that. If you want to become a doctor, you have to be trained. If you want to become a teacher, you have to get the proper training. Let it be anything. You will be trained to become the best in that trade. But for parenting, no one gives you any training, and we just become a parent. And we don't know how to take care of the children, and that's the main reason that many of the relationship between the children and the parent always has a friction. And that's why many of the students, I would say the children, they are not happy with their parents. And many of the parents are not happy with the children. And there are many parents who come to me for counseling. And in all those cases, what I can notice, one thing in common is the proper relationship that is not maintained between the parent and the child. Now, there are various stages in human life. The most difficult stage, as far as I am concerned, is the teenage period. The teenage, that is the age between 12 and 19. It's very difficult, not only for those children, but for us as well. It's very difficult mainly because they are trying to find their identity during that period. No one tells them who they are or what they are, but they are trying to find out what they are. In recent time, I asked one of my friends how his child is doing. I just very casually, I asked, "How is your son?" And my friend started talking to me. "Oh, you mean Ravi? What to tell about him? He just stands in front of the mirror all the time, that's all." You see, there is something in what he mentioned. His son Ravi stands in front of the mirror most of the time. Can we just blame him? This is exactly what is happening, mainly because the children of that age are trying to find themselves. They are trying to find their identity. It's mainly because the way the parents treat them is not up to the mark, not in the correct way. So the children themselves are trying to find who they are. One small example is that when the father and mother discuss something else, when the child comes in, immediately they will say, "Hey, go from here, you are too small to listen to all these things." So that the child goes from there. And the same parents on another occasion ask the child, "Aren't you grown up? Don't you know that you have to learn all these things?" See the contradiction? Sometime they call him, they address him as a child, and sometime they address him, the same person, as a grown-up man. So the child has to find his own identity. There arises the confusion. Okay, now what happens when the child grows? Most of the parents, they complain. When they come to me, they complain that my child has become very quiet. As the child grows, he stops talking to me. He has only very limited words. Yes, no, that's all. He doesn't go beyond that. But he spends hours together with his friends or with her friends. He is moving away from us. That's what the parents tell. But actually what is happening, if you just analyze your relationship, you will find that if you are a father and if you have a girl child, you will be thinking that as the girl grows, you have to be a bit away from the girl child. You will keep distance from the girl child. The same way, if you have a boy, the mother distances herself from the son. She feels that it's a son, so let the father take care of him. The same way the father thinks that's a girl. She needs her mother more than me. So naturally the distance the gap between the father and the daughter is widening. And naturally, what happens is when this gap is widening, the child needs a company. And so, automatically, whether it's a boy or a girl, goes to the friend. And that's the time the children love to talk quite a lot. They talk all their secrets to their friends. And there are certain things that they will not be able to share it even with the parents. And so they need friends to share that. What the parents feel, the children are just moving away from them. But actually what is happening? The parents are going away from the children. So the best thing to do is be as close as your children. Be close with your children. Be as friendly as you can with your children. One thing is sure, if you don't give love and affection to your children, they will go outside to seek that love and affection. And then don't blame for any wrong relationships that they fall into. This is the way the children fall into wrong relationship. So it is better for the parents to be very careful with their love and affection. Give as much as you can to your children so that they get enough love from their parents so that they will not seek that love from outsiders. Then they are very, very, very sensitive at this age, teenage. And so don't belittle them in front of their friends. Don't scold them and don't beat them. Beating, naturally, you cannot do. So you be as friendly as you can. Don't make them ashamed in front of their friends. And also don't compare your children with any others. Your child is unique. Each one is unique in the world. And so treat him as a special case. Treat him or her as a special child. Because they need attention, not like what my neighbor gives to his or her child. That is different and this is different. We cannot ask a cuckoo to come and dance. We cannot ask a peacock to come and sing because they have their own talent. It's the same way that our children are. So understand the talent. Understand the talent and try to develop that talent. When your child comes to talk to you, don't say, I don't have time. Listen. For you, it may be a very, very, very silly thing that the child is sharing with you. But for you, a silly thing. But for the child, that's a very big thing. So listen whatever it is. Listen very patiently with empathy. You show that you are with the child so that the child will be able to come and share it with you. He or she will feel like talking to you the next day also. When they are in trouble, then they will feel like coming and talking to you, will feel like discussing that with you. Otherwise, they will not open their mouth. They will keep it to themselves. So have friendly talk with them. The best time that you can talk with a child is during the meals time. But where are we getting time to sit together and have meals? Find some time. And another occasion is going for long drives. When you take your family for a long drive, talk to them freely. Don't be a police always. I know there are some parents who always feel that I have to be very strict with my children. Only then they can get discipline. They will know discipline. It's not true. You can be friendly. At the same time, you can discipline the children too. You need not be a police. When your child goes out, you need not be just like a police or CID going at the back of him or her to find out where he or she is going. You need not. But if you are friendly with the child, naturally that boy or girl, while coming back, will tell you, Papa, this happened. Daddy, this happened. So that is the friendliness that you require with your children. And once that bonding is happening, half of your war is won, because then there will not be any secret with the child. The secret will be told to you or discussed with you. That is what we need. And you can live a happy life also. So be friendly with the child. Talk to the child. Whenever the child talks to you, listen. And if the child is a student of a school or a college, have frequent visits to meet the teacher and discuss. Don't ask, is my child all right? No. Just casually find out, how is my child? Is there any difficulty that the child is facing in the class? Any bullying or anything else? And in case you follow all these things, naturally your child will be your child and you will be a good parent. Happy parenting to all of you. See you again in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye.